When we think of Dracula, we imagine a pale vampire lurking in a Transylvanian castle. But behind the legend lies a real man, a 15th-century prince whose cruelty and thirst for power earned him the name Vlad the Impaler. His true story is not just blood and horror, it's a tale of survival, war, and the thin line between hero and monster. Vlad III was born in 1431 in Transylvania, a land caught between Christian Europe and the powerful Ottoman Empire. His father, Vlad II Dracula, was a member of the Order of the Dragon, a secretive knightly order sworn to defend Christianity. That name, Dracula, meant dragon, but over time, it also came to mean devil. Vlad, the son, would be known as Dracula, son of the dragon, or as some believed, son of the devil. As a boy, Vlad was taken hostage by the Ottomans, raised in a foreign court as both a political pawn and a way to ensure his father's loyalty. It was here that Vlad learned not only the customs of the Ottomans, but also their methods of fear and control. These years shaped him, filling him with both bitterness and cunning that he would carry into adulthood. When his father and brother were murdered, Vlad returned to claim the throne of Wallachia, a small but strategically vital kingdom. Surrounded by enemies and traitors, he knew one thing: to survive, he had to rule through terror. And so began the legend of the Impaler. Vlad's preferred method of punishment was impalement. Enemies, criminals, even nobles who betrayed him, he had them mounted on wooden stakes, sometimes leaving entire fields filled with corpses. Chroniclers claimed that tens of thousands fell this way, their bodies left as warnings to others. To Vlad, this wasn't madness, it was strategy. He believed fear was the strongest weapon of all. His most famous stand came against the Ottoman Empire. In 1462, Sultan Mehmed II, who had conquered Constantinople, marched an army of over 100,000 soldiers into Wallachia. Outnumbered, Vlad turned to psychological warfare. He poisoned wells, burned crops, and released plague victims into enemy camps. When the Ottomans finally advanced, they encountered the infamous Forest of the Impaled, thousands of stakes with corpses stretching for miles. Even the mighty Sultan was horrified. To his people, Vlad was a protector, a ruler who fought off foreign invaders and crushed corruption at home. But to others, he was a monster. German pamphlets from the time painted him as a bloodthirsty tyrant who drank the blood of his enemies. These exaggerated tales spread across Europe, turning Vlad into a legend of cruelty. Centuries later, Irish writer Bram Stoker would take that legend and shape it into the immortal vampire Dracula. Vlad's reign was brutal, but short. He was killed in battle in 1476, his head reportedly sent to the Ottoman Sultan as proof. His body was buried in an unknown grave, though some believe his tomb was moved, or lost forever. Vlad the Impaler was no supernatural vampire. But his life was drenched in blood and terror, blurring the line between history and horror. In the end, the man became a myth, and the myth became immortal. This was Undead lore. Until next time, stay curious, and beware the stories that refuse to die.